and gentlemen, a big shout out. Big shout out to Ben. That little ad that we were just running, a little more. Good morning, Ashley. Little heads up, a little more where that came from. I'm going to add to it. You'll be seeing it coming down the pipe. Don't want to overpromise and underdeliver or anything like that. Maverick, I know, right? That was my first time watching it.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I'm over here sitting here getting work done.
Hey, yo, yeah. Very important work. Take the Browns to the Super Bowl, as the kids would say.
That's right. Well, I just caught that haircut. Big haircut.
Oh, yeah, big haircut
Big
guy.
haircut. Wow.
This is, let's say I had 3 haircuts so far. I would rank this one third. I think they took a little bit too much off.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right. Yeah. Come on now. Don't you lie to me now, Connie.
It's happy Thursday.
Rymer, what's going on? No, appreciate that. That's just like a little taste. That's I'll call it the beta version of something we got working in the back end over here. But I'm excited, man. That looked awesome. It was Jay Breeze says we're making it to the big time. We're trying to think like when you go to a basketball game or a hockey game, it's like what's playing in between the quarters.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Trying to always put something out there. But
I mean, is that like a lost art? Like, is the art of keeping the fans' attention, right, throughout the entire game experience? Like, it used to be like, all right, and what hat is it under? Oh, little Jimmy's going to Dippin' Dots for free. Give it up for, like, is that like kind of overplayed out? Like, do we need, I want something like, all right, here's little Timmy. He has 90 seconds with a paintball gun. The most people he knocks down with this purple shirt on. All right, he's going to go home with a new crossbow.
Well, remember,
I need something like more Hunger Games style.
We played earlier this year. Remember we were doing more of those halftime things?
Yeah.
When we did, the Hornets did a giveaway with a PlayStation to the kid.
Yeah, they pulled it from the kid.
Took it away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's nonsense.
I don't know.
That's the Charlotte Hornets, though.
Like,
we can be better than that.
I mean, we got slab or no slab. We're doing our own.
Right. That's right. That's true.
Which, by the way, I got on this post of trivia for the first time in like weeks.
Okay.
It is related to something that happened in the NBA last night, I guess.
Okay.
LeBron losing the first round. It's about your GOAT.
Yeah.
But
that's not mine. Not my GOAT.
Well, yeah, no, it's about other people's GOATs. Dude, I said that when I went to the Rays game. You went to the Rays game, right? You went to the new stadium.
Yeah, I heard your Rays talk already.
But you went, right?
I did.
I wanted more, like you were saying. There was nothing in-game entertainment. There was no Dizzy Bat race.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you go to Nationals Park, they have the President's Race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beat the Freeze.
The Brewers have the sausages race.
That's the best.
Oh, dude, I have a video that, if it ever gets out, I'm in trouble. What I'm saying to a bratwurst isn't legal in most states. Baby.
I don't think they count as people, Connie.
Yeah.
The bratwurst at the Brewers race, I think you're all right with that one. But, all right, dude, it has been a minute since you've been on the old slab. I guess it was last week.
Yeah.
So what do we got going on today? I do actually want to talk, a little bit about the National Basketball Association. Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's okay.
A little check-in. LeBron lost in the first round last night. I think that's worth us talking about. Other than that, I got a quick look at what we got in the MLB. 2 days of MLB to cash in on, so I want to talk about Kyle Gibson giving him 3 back-to-back home runs. Yeah. That was hilarious. Playing a game called Off the Dome. Where I just asked you.
I see a bunch of redacted information right there.
Called Off the Dome.
The Orioles did win a series.
I'm going to ask Connie, and it's for the chat as well, pretty basic MLB questions about who's leading statistical categories, but it's something that I personally have not been paying attention to at this point.
Yeah.
So kind of just a way to check in. Some overreactions to the first month, some crazy statements to go over.
Yep.
I want to keep, we're an accountability show. You know what I mean? We like to keep each other in check here.
Yeah, put your name on it.
Yeah. So some of these cards and some of these players that we were like, oh my God, look at how this guy's playing. Go and buy his card. Kyren Paris.
Kyren Paris is no longer taking me to Paris.
I want to go back and look at some of those guys. Other than that, we got Bowman next week. Connie's going to give us a quick preview, a couple names to look out for. Jesus Made.
Have you heard what I'm doing for Jesus Made?
The fake tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
So I need the chat to determine what's a better one. If I get it on the forearms, like Jesus made, and go like that, or on the
knuckles?
chest. Or on the knuckles.
Jesus, that's 5. So you could put it on the MADE. Dude, that's actually perfect. 9. All right, how you go?
And then just when I pull it, just turn to the camera.
Yeah. I like that.
That might be it.
I like that, man.
I do like that too.
All right.
I'm worried about how much I'm gonna like this to the point where I might want to have
It becomes permanent.
Yeah.
Well, dude, these days, you know.
Oh no, that's
Pete
nothing.
Davidson got half of his
Nothing
body. You
wrong
know,
with that, yeah.
You might be 45 years old. Dad, I didn't know you were that religious. We never go to church. It says Jesus made on your chest.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this young Milwaukee Brewer.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly right.
Remember Bowman flagship 2025, young Timmy? You know, Timmy Farrell one day. I tell you what.
Jesus Mate is gonna hit 285 in Reno. Not get called up.
Don't put that on me, Ricky
come
Bobby.
on, baby.
Dude, let's talk hoops. All right.
Yes.
Have you watched any hoops?
I've watched bits and pieces. The only series I watched I had money on the Lakers. The only game the Lakers won, I guess. They lost 4-1, right?
Yeah.
I had money on the Lakers -5 that game, and they won. The Lightning over in that game too. Yeah, so no, that was a nice parlay. That was the last big parlay I hit. So that's the only bit and piece I watched of that series. I work with Tim a lot, so we'll watch. I'll throw it on there for him because he's always got something crazy cooked up. But I watched the Knicks series a little bit. From what I can tell, the Knicks are. I thought this was the year the Knicks are supposed to take that next step. They're going to be lucky if they get out of the first round.
That's what the man formerly known as Big Tonka would tell us.
Yes,
oh, this is the year.
yeah.
Knicks are winning it all.
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau is running them into the ground like he does every single year.
Yeah, so again, I have not been impressed with them at all. Yeah, I haven't really watched the Cavs. This is like, you've lost your touch with a professional sports league when like the Cavs are good and I had no idea. And like the Oklahoma City Thunder are good and like I thought they stunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
for me, that's the Rockets.
Yeah.
Like the Cavaliers, I heard people talk about it all year. The Thunder,
Right.
I don't know. Even if you're in the hobby, you've seen Shea, you've seen Chet the next couple of years. Eventually, they start to get good. Everyone all year, the Rockets this, the Rockets that. I know they won last night. I've never.
Yeah.
Like, it's still the Warriors.
Yeah.
We got to talk about LeBron James losing in the first round of the NBA playoffs, man. I had a wager down. I said, Ant Edwards, here in my respect last year. It was last year. He beat the Nuggets, did he not?
Yes.
Here in my respect last year. And I said, look, I'm going to fall back into the trap again. I'm gonna buy the dip. Give me the Lakers. Give me Luka. Give me LeBron. How could I not? LeBron's playing great. He's 41. I don't care. This series was... And listen, like I said, you guys have heard me. I don't watch a ton of NBA. I didn't watch every single minute of this. But it seemed like more or less the Timberwolves won this going away. What does Mike Monday say? Mike, good to see you. I know it's not Monday. The year of the unknowns. None of these top teams did what we thought would be the best. Yeah, it didn't go what we thought would be the best. I'm with you on that, Mike. I'm with you. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad for the NBA. I think only time will be able to tell. But what I do know is that this Anthony Edwards character, who, listen, it is not news to anyone, but to me, this is going to be, this clip right here, this was from not last night, this is from 2 games ago, this is from game 4.
Yeah.
This is going to be the clip that sticks in my mind maybe forever.
Yeah.
In terms of just being like, no, this is over for LeBron, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's that or it's Anthony Edwards, like, again, it's to me, just being, like, I'm not going to be intimidated by the awe of you're the GOAT, blah, blah. I think Anthony Edwards is kind of unique in that. I think there's still a lot of guys
100%.
in the NBA that kind of do kowtow to LeBron James and be like, well, that's the GOAT, man. You know what I mean? Like, not because, dude, Anthony Edwards is a unique individual. I for good, bad, or indifferent, he is a unique individual.
I would go as far as saying for good, actually. And I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. He showed out $1 million this year for other activities, but
oh God, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll let you look into that one. But
I will.
Whatever about a basketball, we're just talking basketball here. For being a basketball player, he again is confident and he can back it up. And he can back it up. I mean, I thought that video, him just strolling through the streets of LA. Again, obviously, those guys can take a team bus back to the hotel, no problem. He was just walking around the streets of LA in LeBron's town and was saying, there's a new sheriff here, baby. Good for him, man.
I gotta say, man, like, I was shilling for LeBron this series, Connie. I'm not gonna lie. Let me take you through my fandom, or lack thereof, of LeBron James. Growing up, anti-LeBron, your classic LeBron hater.
Yeah.
Do I have any real reason? No, not really.
I
just
didn't like
hated
him when
LeBron.
he went to Miami. When I first went to Cleveland, I was all in on LeBron.
Then he goes back to Cleveland. Is that what you're talking about? When he went back to Cleveland, I love LeBron.
Yeah,
I go back to
it was
LeBron.
the year when he went to Miami. I was like, I was out on LeBron.
Then he goes to LA, back to hating LeBron.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of the sequence of events for me too. Yeah.
Then this year, honestly, last year I think it kind of changed. Last year I kind of viewed him differently. I'm like, dude, he's old. He likes to lie all the time. He's just funny.
Yes.
I'm going to choose to root for LeBron again. I want to watch him, because as someone who hasn't been watching NBA, I was like, this is what can get me back in.
Yeah.
Give me the nostalgia BS of LeBron James and Luka one last ride. And they come out, and there's the Grim Reaper of the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I was rooting for LeBron to win this year so he could retire, go out on top, and be done with him. Yeah, I think that's kind of the same for me, too. And Maverick has an interesting stat. First time the Lakers have lost in the first round as a top three seed. Is that real, Maverick? That seems crazy. Just a team that's been around for that long. You know what I mean? You would think they'd get bounced.
But again, it's such pedigree, man. I don't disbelieve it. So I was curious because we're talking a lot of LeBron, right? And obviously they made a move to get Luka.
Yeah.
This headline reads right here.
Okay.
Quote, Nico Harrison was right. There is no way anybody can believe that.
I was waiting for that.
There is no way anybody can believe that.
Who's going to take the bait today? Because it's not going to be me. I thought about it, Connie.
This is
I thought about putting it on the show.
Angeles. NBC4 Los Angeles.
That's good for West Coast
By the
media
way,
right there.
Lucas' stat line last night was 40 minutes, 28, 9, and 7.
That's
it
not
wasn't
bad.
like Luka didn't show up.
No. What was LeBron's?
That's
the stats pulled up right here?
Yeah, I have the stats.
What did LeBron do last night? I didn't even
look at his stats.
I honestly, dude, and look, I get it, right? They're on the West Coast, it's LA. You're telling me you can't start that game at 9? Can't start that game at 9 p.m.? I didn't watch a second of that game.
LeBron last night it was 40 minutes, 22, 6, and 7. So Luka had a better line than LeBron did.
And Mike, by the way, we got to acknowledge a bunch of people saying Gobert. Gobert was awesome last night. I watched the full highlights this morning.
AD gives you 24 and 50. So right now you're telling me AD, whose Mavericks got bounced in the play-in game?
Yes.
So you'd rather take AD? Does AD make a difference in that series? I guess if you're saying Rudy Gobert went off, I guess maybe
Rudy Gobert went off from what I saw, not looking at the stats.
There's no way.
Julius Randle in the fourth quarter all of a sudden looked like he was playing at Kentucky again.
Yeah.
LeBron had a quote after the game last night, which was just crazy because, listen, I'm 50-50 on LeBron. I don't think he's the GOAT, but he's such a crybaby. You hear what he said last night?
No, but
they asked him about something about Anthony Davis or something like that, and he said no comment.
Yeah.
He said AD.
No rips. I gotta disagree, but
AD said what he had to say in regards to he was alluding to Anthony Davis going to the Lakers front office and saying, "Bring us another center. We won the championship when I was playing the 4.
Yeah.
Bring us another center." And LeBron said the week later he got traded.
Yeah.
So LeBron pretty much sat here after losing and said, "I blame the front office for getting rid of AD and not bringing in a center."
That's the one thing you talk about. The first thing you led at the top of the show with here is the accountability show. LeBron James would never. I'm sorry, LeBron James. The offer's been rescinded for Talkin Slab. No, again, it's a shame. Ever since, to me, it was like you said, the arc of loving LeBron as a kid because it's like, wow, like this is my guy. This is who I'm going to grow up with.
Going to
Miami, and then wouldn't be able to stand him. Come back to Cleveland, like, all right, good, you guys won. And then once you left for LA, there was no part of me that ever like LA. And then like when he brought Bronny James into the whole thing, like, I'm sorry, Bronny James is not an NBA player. Can we all just stop it?
Dude, I want that Tops Now card. I want the Tops Now auto so bad. The duel. Yeah, no, I mean, you're saying what's going on, Buttersworth. It's been a minute. Good to see Buttersworth. Maverick brought up a stat that I wanted to talk about. So in the game before, what was that, game 4? Ant had like 43 points, was just a full-blown freak.
So it seems like there are people in the chat that are defending the Lakers like that.
Who's defending the Lakers?
Him, yeah. It's the front office job against players they need to win. No big on the NBA is scary work. Listen, so you're again not taking Luka.
Dude.
To me, again, without Luka, you're not even in the position you are. You're not even the 3 seed.
Now, I will say this. There was the trade earlier this year that got rescinded. Remember that? It was a P.J. Washington trade, was it not?
Yeah,
I would love to live in a world where that happens, just out of curiosity. I'm not saying, I don't know anything about the NBA. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, the Lakers won a what? No, I don't know. But I'm very curious what would have happened. What I do know is front office this, front office that. They lost in 5 games, dude.
Yeah.
At home. It's not like we're talking about, oh, man, they lost in 7 by 1. It was so close. They lost in 5 games.
It wasn't a close series.
And then the stat line that Maverick brings up, 0 for 11 from 3. I freaking love that. That is the opposite of like Ben Simmons, all these other paper champions where it's like, this is a guy who says, I don't give a rat's rear end. I'm going to keep shooting. I'm going to keep missing, and we're going to win.
I will say, as much as we could talk LeBron to live it up, putting him in the same sentence as Ben Simmons is crazy. I mean,
no. No, that's not what I meant. I'm saying Anthony Edwards went 0 for 11 from 3.
Oh, Anthony
I'm
Edwards.
saying it's the opposite mindset of Ben Simmons.
I misheard you. Yeah.
Like I like a guy who's not scared. A guy.
I mean, were you one of the Ben Simmons apologists? Oh, this was when I was.
What do you mean?
When I was in college, so I went to school in South Jersey. So a lot of my friends were South Jersey people, so Philly guys. So it was every day. It was like, yeah, but he does this. Yeah, it was always a yeah, but it was he can't make a 12-foot jumper in the lane, but it's like, yeah, but dude, he's a next level defender. He changed the game defensively, and I'm like, enough. Dude, you're an NBA point guard. You have to be able to score the basketball.
I probably supported Ben Simmons for like 2 full-blown NBA seasons.
Yeah, it was
the third season. I was like, all right,
delusion. Yeah, to where I'm like, I can't even watch these games with you guys. You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember my dad, Ben Simmons' rookie year. My dad goes, "Would you trade Ben Simmons for Kawhi Leonard right now?" I said, "Hell no, Dad. We have the next LeBron." And my dad was like, "Son, you're gonna learn very soon." Yeah. And like,
just shakes his head.
Yeah. He's like, always take the sure thing.
Yeah.
He's like, you're hoping one day Ben Simmons will turn into what Kawhi Leonard does. And I go, don't want it. Yeah, don't get me going on this whole Ben Simmons thing.
Yep.
Hit me real quick. Wanted to read this. We got Tim on the show, by the way. Tim's making his slab debut. I know Tim is a big NBA guy, so I think I might save some more NBA talk for Tim. But Hemi, Luka's the future, but you got to get him help. Dwight Howard was free. Anything would have helped. Hemi, I don't know if Dwight Howard would have really helped.
I mean, so who was the Lakers big technically? Like again, I don't
Rui
even
Hachimura.
know. Oh, Rui Hachimura. Okay,
right. Who's actually pretty good from what I saw.
Where does Giannis go? Oh, man, we're getting down the NBA rabbit hole.
Brother, I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about Giannis.
Tim is confident he's going to be a New York Knick.
Really?
Yes.
What about the Thunder? I'm just throwing that out there based on like nothing. You know?
I don't know if that really fits with that kind of their youth, right?
True. Dude,
they have SGA. They have I don't know if they need someone else kind of like on the star.
Make Giannis be like the third option. That'd be insane.
No. The guy. Also,
I don't know.
If we want to, now that we're in, we're going to
give it to me, Connie.
Tyrese Halliburton Sr. I'm sorry, that was total garbage.
Yeah, you're right.
That was total garbage. Yeah.
Well, it's because what is there to say? It's like the easiest thing to say. Yeah, it is total garbage.
It's like you're gonna get into his face, really. Like Giannis would have squashed you like a grape, dude, with his right hand.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, that's just clown behavior. I'm sorry, because you're the Indiana Pacers, you're gonna get rolled. I think they play the Cavaliers next. I believe it's the Cavaliers. Right. So it's like that to be. If that's the Eastern Conference Finals, it's a 7-game series. Maybe that's to go to the finals. That's a different story. But dude, to beat the Bucks in the first round, like, come on, man.
Let's see. I'm just throwing the bracket here, just out of curiosity. Cavs Pacers. Dude, like, all right. I want to play a game, though, called NBA Playoffs or blank, where I kind of ask you if you would rather watch this matchup or, like, do, like, something normal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, all right.
I do love watching TV.
Would you rather watch Cavaliers Pacers? Let's say like a decent Cavaliers Pacers game here.
Is it like game 1 or is this like a game like elimination game?
Let's say like game 3. It's 1-1.
Okay.
You know, let's say it's game 3. You can either watch the Junior Mint episode of Seinfeld or Cavs Pacers game 3.
Junior Mint. I mean, no chance. You should have went with a different TV show.
All right. You can either watch Timberwolves. Let's say Timberwolves Warriors. That's actually
it's a good series.
Pretty good. Timberwolves Warriors, or get locked into a Sopranos marathon.
I would watch the Timberwolves Warriors. I've seen the Sopranos.
Okay.
I've seen Sopranos maybe twice through.
I've only seen it once through.
I've seen Seinfeld probably 15 times through. And
all right.
Yeah, Seinfeld I'd watch pretty much over anything in the NBA that didn't include like a Knicks Celtics series.
Okay, all right. Let's see. You can either I'll get you tickets. Actually, I'll do you one better.
All right.
You get tickets to Thunder Clippers in LA.
In LA, okay.
Not all expenses paid.
Not all expenses paid.
No, you get the ticket, right?
Oh,
everything else is on you, you know?
All right. I've actually been to a Clippers game before, fun fact.
They're random.
Yes, very. Clippers, Wizards, but.
All right, here you go. Free ticket to Thunder Clippers or a free breakfast buffet.
Where?
Well, I mean, I don't know. What are our options
like
here?
what kind of hotel? I mean, are we talking like the Motel 6 or
no,
we're talking
No. This is like good breakfast buffet.
Okay.
Like not even like a hotel. Like this is a buffet establishment.
Where the
this
seats?
Is what they do.
You've seen this waistline, correct?
Yeah. Where are the seats? Far back in the 100th row. Like 100 level, but like far back, you know?
And what game is this of the game? Of the series?
Game 5.
Game 5. I'll go to the game.
You go to the game?
I'll go to the game. Game 5.
Over the breakfast buffet?
Over the breakfast buffet. That means the series has been competitive at least. Yeah. I'll go to the game.
All right. You get to watch the Timberwolves Warriors, which I think would probably be the best series. Do you agree here?
Timberwolves Warriors. I mean, the way the Warriors. I'll give the Warriors credit. Like, so they're what, up 3-1 in this series against the Rockets?
3-2. I think the Rockets won last night. But I think it's going back to Golden State.
I cannot. The player I hate the most in the NBA and have for some time is Draymond Green. What my feelings are to him. I've worked with him in a capacity before, personally.
Oh,
but
baby.
Yeah. That's
Gotta hear that one.
That's for a premium subscription. Talkin Slab episode, but. Do I respect him tremendously because of what he's able to do?
Sure.
Even still at his age. Timberwolves Warriors. Yeah, I'd probably go watch that series. Is it what game are we at in the series in this one?
Wait. Let's just say game 1. Let's say game 1.
Yeah, I'd probably watch that over doing a lot of different things.
Would you rather watch a Yankees Orioles game or Timberwolves Warriors if they're on the TV at the same time and you got to pick one?
I could just YouTube TV, do the double box.
But that's not an option in this hypothetical, Connie.
It depends on if it's. I would tune into the fourth quarter of that. I'd watch the entire Yankees game until the fourth quarter, unless it was
right
the
answer.
Game was close.
That's the right answer right there. I think. Look, maybe you and I are just more of a baseball minded.
Yeah, it's just that's the way it is. And again, I know there's people. I have friends that are locked into all these playoff games and stuff like that. I mean, AJ, dude.
Yeah,
he's got NBA League Pass. This is his time.
I can't.
I can't get into that.
I can't get into it. I can't get into it, man.
I can't watch a Magic Suns game in January.
No, I can't at all. And I'll watch. Dude, I'll literally watch anything in baseball. I'll watch anything.
I was watching the Mariners Angels yesterday.
Oh, my God.
That was bad. Dude, the Angels had 3 runs on 10 hits. I was sitting there. I also had the over in that game. And I was like, what are we doing?
I have not really been able to watch any of the NBA. Part of me thinks we need David Stern back. He needs to fix these games. David Stern would have never let the Timberwolves win that series last night.
David Stern back's gonna be a little hard there.
Well, it's a Rutgers grad. Anything's possible. We'll see what the Rutgers science department can do over there.
I'm telling you, that would be groundbreaking for a number of different levels.
I don't know, man. I'll watch Anthony Edwards versus the Warriors, but I would have loved to see the Lakers Warriors. I'm sorry. Celtics Pistons would be fun. Celtics Knicks could be fun. But I don't know, man. I'm going to be probably watching any other MLB game, really, than any NBA game. Yeah. But with that, we'll save some NBA talk for Tim. I got to ask big time Timmy Jim.
Yeah, Tiny Tim.
NBA talk tomorrow. Why are we calling him Tiny Tim? Is that
I don't know. The big dog and Tiny Tim cracks me up.
I like that. He's not tiny. He's not tiny.
No, he's a big dude.
It's going to be interesting to do a show with Tim tomorrow. I've probably said 4 words to him in my life,
Yeah, you better I would send him some rundown early. Yeah. Because you got to get Tim out of his shell a little bit.
Okay.
I've been you know what I mean?
You've been knocking?
Like Chilean miner style, cracking away at that to get the once you get underneath that exterior shell, man. Tim's got a lot to say.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
I think it'll be great.
Any NBA playoff game or a White Sox Colorado Rockies baseball game?
Oh, that's a good
great
one. Who
question.
said that?
The teacher.
That's a good one.
Oh, any
NBA playoff game, probably the play. I mean,
no, I disagree. No.
Do you have financial interest in the White Sox Rockies?
I would rather make myself if you're giving me a Celtics Magic game, right?
Really, teacher?
Yeah.
Because that is not even baseball at this point.
Dude, Celtics Magic though, let's say.
Okay. Oh, he said any. So is it of the next, the upcoming rounds,
or just any at all? Because if it's just any at all, and I'm looking at these series, the Celtics Magic series is just so damn boring. Yeah, this year, that's what I'm thinking. So it's any. I would take Timberwolves Warriors. I would take Thunder versus Nuggets is so boring. Our Thunder Clippers, I might actually rather watch.
Are the Nuggets the most boring good team?
To me, it's the Clippers. I don't care about the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers are boring too.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard and James Harden.
I love Nikola Jokic, just because what he's able to do on the court. Dude, he does nothing exciting.
Nah.
He's unbelievable passes and different things like that. Maybe it's just the dunk has been so glorified that he's just
I can talk myself into a no-run first inning and, let me bet Jordan Beck home runs, or let me see if Brent Doyle's going to steal this base. Yeah, exactly. Yep. If I'm watching if I'm watching Celtics versus Magic, I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't bet on it to care.
Let me just tell you, we don't care.
Yeah. If I'm betting on it, then I know I'm losing money. If I'm betting on a White Sox Rockies game, at least I'm I think I can.
You got an edge.
I got an edge. It's ridiculous. Teacher, that's a great question.
That is a great question.
I would
Appreciate
rather
you,
watch
teacher.
White Sox Rockies. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Rockies have the worst record, but I like their youth future. I actually disagree on that one, teacher. I do not. I like the White Sox youth and future more than I like the Rockies.
Yeah, I do too.
Youth and future.
But still, I mean, neither of which has alarms.
Yeah, all right, well, good transition right here to the Rockies. Rockies won yesterday, man. The Rockies won a game. By the way, J.K. says, plus in the White Sox-Rockies game, you have an entire section to yourself. I like that, J.K. Dude, that sounds awesome. I see some of these Phillies
I
games.
will say, having been to Guaranteed, I think I've told you that story.
No.
I went to Guaranteed Rate Field on a Friday night. My parents live out in Chicago.
You did not tell me this.
I didn't tell you this. This is about 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I was out there. My brother was a senior in high school, so I'm like, you know what? They're graduating. I'm like, I'll take the boys to a ball game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What else?
Older brother there of the year. So, by the way, I just got a text from him yesterday. He plays JUCO college. He's like, hey, can you help donate to our NIL fund? I go, NIL fund? NIL fund to JUCO
college?
Here's $25. Don't ask me again.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. It's like, he's like, you don't have to donate. I'm like supposed to send these out. I'm like, you're insane. I'm like, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. But so
that's both here and there. But that's crazy, dude.
I should have forwarded it to you. Be like, hey, I just passed this down the line. So no, Friday night, I'm like, all right, the Cubs were out of town, so I'm like, you know what? I'll take the White Sox game, also much cheaper. Friday night, Michael Kopech versus Zach Greinke.
Dude, okay.
7 rows up from home plate.
This sounds awesome.
This is me and 2 of his other friends, so four of us. How much do you think the combined 4 tickets cost?
7 rows off home plate.
7 rows behind home plate.
What
Friday
month?
night.
What month?
This is late May, maybe early June.
This is peak time, in my opinion. Then
This is like, again.
all right, 4 guys combined.
4 guys combined. Just the tickets.
$55.
4 guys. No, that's insanely cheap. 66.
Dude, that's insanely cheap as well. I wasn't too far off.
$66 is insane, dude.
I almost got there. That's, by the way, for those who are tracking my Rays hatred in terms of the new stadium,
Yeah.
we have already reached Trop levels. To get in last night, $5 to get in last night.
Yes,
if you wanted
again,
to.
I was like, you know, it's gonna be real expensive. And then I thought to myself, like, they could play in a high school park, and
Yeah.
they would be like, nobody. I don't know what it is about. Like, because the Rays aren't great, but they're not terrible. They're not the Rockies. They're not.
Hang on one second. Let me get this trivia question
Yes,
up
go
because I
ahead.
do want to talk about this real quick. I want to get the slab or no slab and trivia up today because it's real quick about the LeBron thing. I had me wondering how many times did Michael Jordan lose in the first round of the playoffs? You know, because this seemed like something that people who say MJ is the GOAT, I am one of them, by the way,
Yes.
would be like, oh, that's never happened to MJ.
Yeah.
So your options, 0, 1, 2, or 3. How many times did Michael Jordan lose in the first round? I've been letting you guys off very easily here.
You've
for
been
slab
giving
or
it
no.
to him.
I've been giving it to him, you know?
I don't love it.
No, you don't love it? You sent me some trivia questions
Yeah,
that help me
yeah.
out, man.
I got
need
you,
to
no
get the Rolodex here.
Yeah.
How many times did Michael Jordan lose in the first round of the NBA playoffs?
What's Todd Gack's last name? I think it's Dutch.
Todd Gack.
Todd
Wait,
Gack.
what is that?
That's from the
Seinfeld?
Calzone episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, my God.
Gack.
Dude, no, we're not getting this one today. We're not getting this one today. Answer was 3. Answer was 3.
Wow.
There's your GOAT, ladies and gentlemen. Answer was 3. No soup for you.
Wow.
G Sully, let's go. G Sully preying on everyone's downfall, I
Yeah.
believe. Let's see what break we got, by the way. Ooh, Safi Drafty in
Yeah,
here.
that's gonna be awesome.
Safi Drafty in the store.
So the rules are, right, if you buy in during the show, you get a free spin.
Not for this Astro spot. Not for the Astro spot at $16, all right? How about that? Any non-Astro spot, you get a spin at the slab or no slab wheel here in the Safi Drafty.
Let's go.
We got to set a limit somewhere. There's the Marlins will count. That's $33 right there on the Marlins. We got any Chrome Black? I was just waiting to see a Chrome Black. We might have. I mean, dude, we ran through case break after case break yesterday.
I think they crossed. Shout out to Ashley, Loden.
Yeah,
Jay,
Jason,
and Big Dog last
Gizzardo
night.
Chisholm Superfractor yesterday.
What did you just call him?
Gizzardo Chisholm. That is his legal name.
Hey.
That is
no,
his legal name.
No
How much
way.
you want to bet?
I believe you. Believe me. I don't think you would have said that word without it being
Gizzardo Chisholm.
on the birth certificate.
Full name. All right, wait. Pulling up right now. Jazz Chisholm, full name, Jazardo Harris Arrington Chisholm Jr. All right?
All right. Fair enough.
Spell
Fair
it.
enough. Rye.
Spell it. I'm going to leave that one to the imagination, Rye. It's better off that way.
Good morning, Rye.
Good morning, Rye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. No slab today, huh?
Yeah,
10:45. 10:45, we're running it. But ladies and germs, take a look. Moderated. Take a look at this wheel, y'all. Take a look at this wheel. If you take down any spot other than the Houston Astros in the Saffy Drafty break, I will give you
Can I call Kangaroo Court right here?
Oh,
can I give the chat a lifeline here?
Can I call Kangaroo Court? Let's call Kangaroo Court.
So this is a trivia question I always have. Post this one up. Let me write it down. Because
you want to write it down first?
Yeah, I'll write it down for you.
All right. Here we go.
I'll give you some.
We're calling Kangaroo Court live on air. What were we talking about beforehand, though, with baseball, Rockies, White Sox?
We were talking about the white...
Oh, the Rays Stadium? Yeah. No, I don't know where we're going with that. Oh, no, because I was saying, if you got a guy like Chandler Simpson, by the way, you know, why not just go to the ballpark, go to the old yard for $15? Tell the old wife, I was just Googling Jazz's name. Chandi, do you know Jazz Chisholm's full name? I said it out loud, and everyone loses their mind. What's Chandi been up to? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute.
Miss him. He's been working on The Last Crumble, or whatever it's called.
Last Crumble.
Come on, give me The Last Crumb. Free advertising. Connie's working on a trivia question here. Close enough. All right, I appreciate it. Trying to give some free street cred to the Chon man. All right, we were talking about the Rockies a little bit. Chase, I never say his name right. Dollander, I think that's how you say it. Chase Dollander. Yeah. 5 2/3 yesterday, has the best start of his MLB career, becomes the first and only Rocky starter to have 2 recorded wins on the season. 5 2/3, 1 earned run, just allowed 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a win against the Braves yesterday. So a rare Rockies win. I think they moved to 5 24 on the season, if memory serves correct. Oh, it's you, Beeves. What's going on?
Beeves, what up, baby?
Connie's doing some crazy research over here. He says 65, Connie. What is that in reference to?
Who said 65?
Beeves.
Oh, Beeves. So me and Beeves have a bet standing right now, and I got to check out the standings in the American League East. But whoever finishes with the worst record, the Jays or the Rays, it's 100 US. Beeves is trying to exercise a cash out option right now.
That's good stuff,
to no avail.
Oh, that is good stuff. I thought you were crazy at first for taking the Rays. I thought it was going to be the Blue Jays.
No.
Now I'm thinking it might be the Rays.
That's right.
But just an update on Chase Dollander. Some other rookies making starts last night. See Chase Petty getting lit up last night.
Yeah.
Tough situation for the Reds. They called up the prospect Chase Petty. 9 earned runs in 2. Yeah.
Mrs. Bueller.
2 innings pitched.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Not great. Not great for Chase Petty last night. I'm not going to say buy or sell any Chase Petty cards, though. Just something I had to note.
I actually did see it. Somebody with his rainbow with all the true reds and the superfractor.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I think it'll be fine.
Time to post the wife and kids.
He got called up way too early, made a spot start. By the way, like I said, 2 days removed without talking MLB, so I had to just show this catch. We've all seen it by now, but, holy crap. Does this catch deserve more credit?
Yeah, I saw this. All right, those are the 3 options.
Thank you. Does it become more impressive because he screwed up?
Yeah, I saw you send me this, and I was just like, hold on a second. As much as we're saying amazing catch, and I don't take anything off Maverick, he should be standing at the warning track camp under that. Yes, it's impressive. I don't know if amazing's the right word. We use describing Willie Mays running down the ball over his shoulder. That's an amazing grab. You know what I mean? A guy, running down the ball in the gap and full 90-degree angle laying out. That's an amazing catch. To me, I don't really know.
He should be camped under it right now.
Yeah, that's, impressive. Unbelievably athletic to keep his eyes on the ball, I guess.
Yeah, but you're in agreement that he should be docked points.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the catch of the year.
All right. Here we go.
Come on.
So Connie says, I want a lifeline here.
Yep.
Second trivia question in here for the
Yeah,
fan.
that's what. Yeah, J.K. saw the Savannah Magic for those catches. Oh man.
Who gave up? Jeter, and this is a home run, correct me if I'm wrong.
It is to left field.
3,000th. Yeah, okay. 3,000th hit. 3 options here, correct?
Yes, it's
One of them is crossed off.
Yeah.
I assume you mean David Price?
Yes, Ricky Romero.
Ricky Romero, not Jordan Romano.
And Zach Britton.
Zach Britton.
This should be done by the chat. All right. There you go.
Here we go. Connie says, no. He's being the fun grandpa.
Yeah, I am. I would say, you know what? It's
he's being the
one
funkle.
The funkle.
All right, what do we got? I don't even know the answer to this one at all, to be honest.
I remember vividly watching this in my living room with my younger brother at the time.
It was around 4th of July, wasn't it?
Yes.
I remember going to a fireworks show that night.
Yes.
Oh, my God. All right.
It is David Price.
Yes!
Well done, everybody. Good job.
All right, the fun uncle comes in. All right, there you go. Good on Connie. There we go.
Yes, I did. That is crazy, too. Zach Britton changed his name.
Wait, really?
From Z-A-C-H to
No way.
Z-A-C-K. Yeah.
When? I had no
do
idea.
remember when he was with the Yankees, that being like a story. Yeah. High fives for half the room. Yes.
There we go. All right, everyone can thank Connie for this one. Slab or no slab giveaway. There you go. And, of course, if you don't want to leave it up to the giveaway, Saffy Drafty. Take a look at our break. Take down a spot in that break. Other than the Houston Astros, we got to set a limit somewhere.
Yeah.
The Marlins are $33, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Take a spot down in Saffy Drafty. If you guys didn't see it, check out our Instagram if you want to see what happened last time we ran this break.
With Dog and
on his unethical pull.
Yes.
Joey takes down the Astros.
Is that Joey Ferg?
Joey Ferg. What's going on, Joey Ferg?
Joey Ferg a spin.
Joey Ferg.
I love Joey Ferg.
Joey Ferg, did you not hear the stipulation?
Joey Ferg is out on the boat in Montauk right now. Listen, I was...
Montauk, you say?
Yeah. I'll just preface it with Joey Ferg's out there working in Montauk. All right.
Much different.
Yes, I think he got his stove fixed because when he turned his stove on, it was cutting the electricity the entire place he was living. So, yeah. So I think we give Ferg one too. I don't want to. Listen, it's your show. I don't want to. I already changed the rules once on the slab.
All right, hang on. We got a problem here.
Uh-oh.
Someone ain't putting the wheel in my show.
Oh, no.
I gotta go Bill O'Reilly mode here now, Connie.
Yeah. We'll do it live.
How are we gonna run the biggest show on Fanatics Live in the morning?
That's true.
And not have a damn wheel in this shop.
I wonder if the Topps Industry Conference is going on right now.
Yeah.
They should be watching this live right now.
Oh,
taking
yeah?
notes.
I gotta watch what I say. I gotta button it up.
Button it up. I actually was talking to a few people that were there this weekend. They're like, hey, you guys are making waves. I said, listen.
Stay hungry, stay humble.
I was not a semi-professional boogie boarder for nothing when I was 11 years old.
Stay hungry, stay humble.
Yeah,
I hear
right.
none of the outside noise.
That's right.
All right, here's the bottom line. Joey Ferg, I will give you a spin. But we are going to have to wait, unfortunately, until the giveaway runs because I'm going to have to pop out of the show, move the wheel because we forgot to move it for some reason overnight or whatever. So I'm going to have to wait till the giveaway goes, and then we're going to have to do all that. All right, sound good?
Yes.
Just so we got all that housekeeping out of the way.
Yep.
It's been a crazy morning, Connie. We got to get the train back on the tracks here. We got to get to our bread and butter, which is the greatest game on earth.
Yes.
Baseball.
I'm talking baseball.
All right, so we played the catch of all time. We said, welcome back to Kyle Gibson. What is the real-life equivalent to this? I was thinking about this, Connie. You imagine being out of your job for like a year, right? And you come back to work on the first day, and you give up back-to-back-to-back home runs. You know what I mean? Like, what is there a real-life equivalent to this?
I will say, not that I like a real life equivalent to this. I don't even know, like,
because think about this from just being like a human.
I think about, you know what I compare this to?
Yeah.
I compare this to guys that like when Les Miles coached Kansas, right? Like Les Miles won a national championship at LSU and then was coaching the 1-11 Kansas Jayhawks. That's the closest thing I can compare it to. Yeah, it's just a guy college football coaches that have been great elsewhere, and for one reason or another, they have to restart their careers. That's what I say it to.
Oh man, dude, because I think that was Bellinger. So it was back to back to back, and then he gave up a fourth home run in the same inning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just can't, dude. I can't even. I feel like it would be like being in a relationship almost. You know what I mean? Where you're in a relationship for like 3 years, you break up, you don't do anything for like 6 months.
Oh boy!
And then you go back out to the bars.
Yeah,
you get way too drunk or something like that. You swing and you miss.
Yikes.
Then you like
Is this
puke.
coming from experience? This seems really specific.
No, you puke in public, and then you like slip on the curb and break your ankle all in the same night.
I mean,
that's how bad it was, man. That is how bad it was. Cloud Jedi coming back from vacation, house has no power, everything in the freezer has gone rotten.
That is very good.
That's
well
a good
done,
one, Cloud.
Jedi. Yes.
That's a perfect one.
Yes.
Like I just like at a certain point, like it was funny when they hit like 2 like back to back, and then the third and then the fourth came, and I was like, I'm starting to feel bad for this guy. Like man to man here. I'm starting to feel bad for Kyle Gibson. Cloud, that's a perfect one though. Golly, Kyle Gibson. Shout out a hug an Orioles fan. Yes, they did win a series. Yes, Felix Bautista is back. But the memes I'm seeing about if you thought Charlie Morton was bad, get ready for Charlie Morton too.
Charlie Morton and Dean Kramer.
Dean Kramer,
the three of them, man. Just
yeah, there you go. You guys, congratulations, Maverick Flanny, winning the series. Much needed. Bats are coming to life.
Yep.
What else I got here? But yeah, I just had to talk about like what is the real life equivalent. Rockies are now the worst team ever. So okay, before yesterday, the Rockies were the worst team ever. They won against the Braves, against Chris Sale of all pitchers.
Yep.
I saw this on Twitter this morning. So the Rockies have not won 2 games in a row. I think they play today. If they play today, they're going to be going for 2 consecutive games. This is the last time the Rockies won 2 consecutive games. The Saints were 2-0 with the best point differential in the NFL. That is how everyone was rushing to pick up Rashid Shaheed in your fantasy football lineups.
Yes. Bro, I was like looking at the Saints. I'm like, damn, dude, like how are the Saints good? Like
maybe Dennis Allen knows what he's doing.
I am terrible at betting the NFL. Yeah,
dude, this is just there's Shabuzi, which by the way, that's a bad example. I feel like it's still the number one song. This is the one that got me was the Saints being 2-0, with the best point differential in the NFL. The last time the Rockies won 2 straight games. Good luck, Colorado.
Yeah,
it got me. I want to ask you a question because I've been seeing this on the internet a lot.
Right.
Do you think Manfred? Do you think the MLB in the next few years are going to need to put in some infrastructure of some sort to set a salary floor, sort of like the NBA does? You know, where like. We can't let teams, because, you know, the A's have done it for years now. The A's are starting to change.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's a decent question because to me, there is nothing that drives me more insane than billionaires. If you own a professional sports team of any kind, you were a billionaire. This is not your
hook line, right? It's not debatable.
This is not somebody that owns a construction company.
There's some soccer clubs that are small, but in America,
if you're a professional sports owner in the United States, you are not strapped for cash. No. Again, so this we're not a big market team. Save me that. Save me that. You just want to control your, again, like when the Red Sox are doing that, I'm like, the Red Sox are one of the most valuable franchises in all of North America.
Yeah.
And when they were like, oh, we can't afford to.
Too much Liverpool money.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. So it's like, to me, what you should do is, again, maybe turn it into you're only, unless you can meet this, like you can only own X, or you can like, if you have other interests outside of Major League Baseball, you can't be the primary owner of a franchise in Major League Baseball. Like if you own a soccer club in England, you can't be the primary owner. And again, I'm not saying that.
No, I hear what you mean.
Some of these guys, like, all right, they can afford to do both, right?
Right.
But again, if you're telling me there's any other reason that you can't afford to put at least a competent, I'm not saying everybody's going to be a championship contender year in and year out. That's not how sport works. But again, just go out there and just cry poor. I mean, again, the fans deserve better. You know what I mean? The fans deserve better. I think in a lot of aspects, Major League Baseball is in as good of a place as any of the professional sports league. I thought the NBA is in a dismal downturn, right? Viewership, that is all noted. Everybody said the NFL is always going to be king, and I believe that. I agree with that. I don't think the NFL products this year was that great. I really don't.
You stayed true to that all year, too.
I've been banging that drum all year long. And that, you could say, oh, you're a Jets fan. Yes, the Jets are terrible. But there's so many games that I recall last year just being like, this is not even competitive. So it's like, I think baseball, in a lot of aspects, is in a good spot. But again, the gap between rich teams and poor teams, and then there's 50 feet of, you know what?
Yeah.
I think that needs to kind of...
So
I do think there needs to be some sort of...
I agree
checks and
with
balances
you.
System in there.
I agree with you in both standpoints, in the sense that
I agree with you 100%. Cloud Jedi. the most overrated sporting experience. Unless you are
Eagles.
50-yard line, 20 yards. The Eagles, I will say, I've been to more Eagles games than any other teams, including the Jets, because my buddy in college
Eagles games are amazing.
had 15 rows up from behind the end zone. That's a different experience than going to any other football game.
So I went to a Bucks game this year. I actually had a great time at the Bucks this year. But it was a Week 18 game that was winning to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the rest of Week 18 was pretty much irrelevant. So going to that was like a cherry pick example. It was awesome. But I think NFL is a great TV product where it's like the opportunity cost of going to an NFL game is like,
it's
I
completely,
can watch it on TV.
Who said that? Cloud Jedi? That was another
banger for Cloud
Jedi. 2
Jedi.
for 2 today.
But anyways, live in Jersey, Eagles game. Yeah, stadium is just different. I will say you got to pay $400 now to go to Eagles games. But regardless, back to the baseball topic.
Not if you have the Grandpa Pete season ticket package.
There you go.
Shout out to Grandpa Pete.
So anyways, for the baseball, I'm with you. The product for baseball is in one of the best spots, I think. It's been in our lives. We saw the stat a couple weeks ago. Friday attendance across the MLB was a record since 2008. I think.
Really?
I think it goes to show people, and I think maybe sometimes we're living in our bubble, our Fanatics Live baseball sickos. Like we're all sickos.
Yeah.
But I
true.
do think
this is not like your Nielsen ratings right here.
Right. I do think that stat last Friday that said, this is the most people have gone to games since 2008 in one day. I think it's a good example that gets us out of the bubble that says, okay, it confirms our bias.
Right.
That people are going to baseball games. I'll say this, though. The top 25 teams, let's say, in the MLB are great. The bottom 5 in the MLB are the worst. And maybe I'm wrong. I think the bottom 5 of the MLB are the worst it's ever been. And I'm talking about the Rockies. I'm talking about the Pirates. I'm talking about the Marlins. I'm talking about the White Sox. And who was the last one? Maybe it's the bottom 4.
Yeah.
It's really the bottom. Like, I'm talking about those 4 teams.
You said White Sox, Marlins, Rockies, and Nationals?
Pirates. Nationals are good. I think Nationals are fine to me, honestly.
Yeah, the Pirates, it's so disappointing because, again, what they're doing, just wasting. And again, it's outside of Skeens, which they are wasting. O'Neal Cruz is an unbelievable talent. He's played really well this year.
I will say this, though, on the Pirates, right? I think the difference between the Pirates and the Nationals, because you're right, the Nationals are very similar. Nationals had Juan Soto, turned him into gold.
And then Nationals did win a World Series
did win a World Series. I have to wonder, is there a different world in which Henry Davis, Jack Sawinski, and Quinn Priester don't stink? You know what I mean? Because those are 3 guys that were highly touted.
Dude, I had 2 boxes of Gilded last week, back-to-back breaks with Quinn Priester autos. I was like, oh, come on.
Dude, it's just, at what point it's a chicken or the egg thing, right? Where it's like, all right, Henry Davis was supposed to first overall pick, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Supposed to be a stud. Yeah. Jack Sawinski was looking good.
Again,
Did the Pirates screw him up, or they are always going to be like that no matter where they are?
Can we also just pull it back a little bit, right? Is this like in 5 more years, if Henry Davis is still a career 200 hitter, are we calling time of death too early on a number 1 overall pick?
I think. Did not have this on the show today. Are we doing a Henry Davis? Yes. Is it over?
Mickey Moniak next.
But you want to, yes. You want to know why I think it's over for Henry Davis? Is they're starting the OG Henry Davis over him. Joey Bart. Joey Bart was Henry Davis before Henry Davis, and the Pirates every night pretty much say, no, we're going to put Joey Bart ahead of you in the depth chart.
Yeah.
Which to me, it's like the Spider-Man meme between those two. Why not just start the younger of those two? Yeah. And they're going with Joey Bart every night. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not watching every Pirates game.
No,
but
that's a dog question.
That is a dog question. And he'll probably make some like weird noise when we ask him.
Yeah.
You still build a great team despite bad ownership. What do you mean by that? Oakland versus Pittsburgh.
Well, hold on. Let's back up the Oakland train right now, right? Oakland has a ton of young talent.
Yeah.
But they're notorious for moving guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, is Jacob Wilson in 5 years going to be an Oakland A?
I think he will.
Oakland A, Las Vegas A.
See, this is a tricky one because
Lawrence
I think
Butler,
he will.
Kurtz, Soderstrom.
It's only as of this year. It was only once they decided to move to Vegas. The last 5 years, Oakland would have never done this. They would have never made the Severino move. They would have never made the.
Let's hold on the Severino move too. Like,
no. I'm just saying that
they
it's
spend
spending money, right?
But like, is it good spend? Is Luis Severino worth what you're paying him?
I don't think it's relevant. In the conversation, it's the fact that they're spending money. They're extending Rooker. They're extending Butler.
That's fair. You're good. That's a fair point.
Wilson, Kurtz, Butler, Langoliers. No, I mean, it's going to be fun to watch.
Like, again, I'm all in. We were all banging the drum on the A's, for sure.
Check my sportsbook account. I got the A's to make the playoffs right here,
Kurtz
baby.
to win Rookie of the Year.
Let me see what else we got here.
I also have Chandler Simpson.
Dude, Chandler Simpson. I'm all in.
Is Chandler Simpson not one of the most electric players in the main Major League Baseball?
We already did a big Chandler Simpson thing the other day.
Chandler Simpson show. I missed it.
Real quick here, by the way, the Butler did it. A guy who's been struggling a little bit this year. Had to give him his flowers. Got to give him his flowers last night. Bam! He's been struggling this year, but you still see signs like, dude, we can go opposite field like that.
That is big time power.
I mean, on a grand slam, that was a put the game to bed.
Yep.
Love to see that from Lawrence Butler. He's playing, a Butler grand slam. Playing all right. I think he's hitting 250, just kind of going steady, peaks and valleys, waiting for that month.
He's a guy that can have a week where he hits 500 and 5
That's exactly what I was saying, man.
Yeah.
Waiting for that week
If
where
you
all of a
remember,
sudden...
right, this is I'm sure you do, the Philly series. That is when
buddy.
Lawrence Butler blew up last year. I remember watching, who is this?
450,
he was
2 or 3 in a game.
Dude, it looked like, the Looney Tunes, where the guys are hitting off Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny, crack home run, or whatever.
Home run, exactly.
Lawrence Butler, just had to shout him out there. How do you guys feel about Dodgers Paez? I think he's one of the worst defensive outfilders.
Andy Paez is swinging unbelievable hot
I was going to say.
He's been, dude, Andy Paez, if you watch him hit, right? So he is an interesting physical build. He has arms long, almost like a basketball player.
Really?
Right? So
I haven't noticed
he
that.
stands a little bit farther away from the plate. And again, a lot of it's like you're concerned, all right, can you cover the outside corner, right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of these guys throw backdoor sliders and stuff that try to catch the outside corner. The way his approach. And again, this is a guy that's locked in right now. You talk to me in 2 months, maybe he's, striking out.
You see one?
Hey, old cards!
Oh, my God. Yeah. I can't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't say that. Anyways.
But Andy Paez, again, I don't know defensively how I haven't seen his metrics there, but just unbelievable. Looks like a hitter that's been doing this for 10 years, and he's a guy that's in the second year of his career.
He's been streaky, better than James Outman, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But Snow, interesting you bring up his defensive acumen. Good Lord, Cloud's on a heater today. Well, congratulations to you, Cards. Here's what we got to do. I'm going to be right back. We're going to have to hop out for 60 seconds because the slab or no slab wheel is not in the store. So let me hop out 1 second, be right back. T-Cards, as I'm going to call you for now. You have won. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Let me figure out how to do this. Do you know how to hit home or shows? All right, I'll be right back here. Oh, boy. Not great.
You might have to do it on another window. Oh, maybe that.
All right, hang on.
Go to...
Now we got it right there. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, there we go. Can't believe this guy won. All right. Hello. We got volume. Oh, man. There we go.
All right, back.
We got volume. There we go. All right. T-Cards over here.
Big winner.
Come on, T-Cards. All right, and where's Joey Ferg at?
Ferg.
Let me get this wheel here. Man, that's a loaded store. Our store's not usually this loaded. All right, T-Cards. Good luck, sir or madam. You can't assume with a name like that. Good luck. 125 or 50. Let's see it, T-Cards. Let's see it. No way.
11.
Oh, I was feeling it. 11, a Clay Thompson white sparkle. 14 cards. All right. T-Cards, congratulations. You might pass me over that Post-it note so I can label that. And then, you're right, Breaker. Breaker's right about that.
Oh, not even close. That's not even the top 10.
Not top 20. I mean,
it's wild, but there's plenty more in that vein.
All right. There you go, T-Cards. Congratulations to you, indeed. And where's Joey Ferg at? I've never seen that one.
Yeah. I've never seen that one. That's a legendary. That's his burner. Breaker on a bunch his burner.
All right, there you go, T-Cards. Where's Joey Ferg at? I'll wait for Joey Ferg to be here.
I'm going to guess Joey Ferg is active duty on the boat right now.
Which is why
I got an Instagram story from him at 4:47 a.m. this morning.
Oh my God.
It was like, it's time to start the day. I was like, Ferg.
Respect, Ferg. I've never gone fishing in my life. Have you?
In your life?
Never, not once.
That's crazy. I've probably gotten a handful of times. Not for me. Just not the most patient person out there.
I know.
If you can guess. But you probably if you want to save it till the end if he pops back in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. We can save it till the end. Somebody take this man fishing. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be taken fishing though. To be honest,
Dude,
seems very boring.
Seems
very boring.
Yeah, like. Are you talking about like if you're doing Clippers or Warriors or fishing?
Fishing, yeah.
I'm probably technically the basketball game.
Although, having said that, like I got to imagine catching a fish is one of the most satisfying.
Just like out on a boat, just like relax and chill
boat
down on a
day?
boat.
I've had a boat day or two. Yeah, yeah. It's lovely.
I've had 3 or 4.
Oh,
it's
yeah?
a good time.
So here's the thing about me. You got something you got to know about me. I am an absolute flower. You know, I am very soft. I am a scared, afraid, small man. So when you start
an absolute flower,
I mean,
insane.
When you start talking about, like water skiing and tubing, I'm out, man. If you want to go on the boat,
water skiing is like I'm not going.
If you wanted to go on the boat, crack a few, jump off the boat, swim around.
That's what I'm saying.
But when you put me on that tube out there, and Uncle Joe is like, he's like doing all these crazy. Look at him jump off the waves. No way, man. I don't want to break my neck.
I will say, dude, like tubing, like, so I've got.
It hurts. It's scary.
Dude, if you're going quick and like you get thrown off,
which everyone does
on the water, dude.
You roll on the water.
Does not feel good.
I did it once when I was 16 or 17. I had fun. That's it. It's over. I don't need to do that again.
I'm at a point in my life where it's like, let's dock up, like let's go somewhere for lunch.
Hell yeah.
Just lay out, like get golden
sign me up
cookie
for
brown
that.
tan. You can tell. I'm all good there.
Breaker, all night fishing is the best. Go eat a breakfast. No, that sounds like you're trying to get killed.
I'd rather be at a casino all night and then go into
CJ
Dunkin'
Abrams.
Donuts. Yeah.
All right, so I got a little segment called Off the Dome here, Connie, which I just, what is it? 1 month into the baseball season.
Yep.
I just kind of gonna ask you.
Happy May 1st, everybody, by the way.
Oh yeah, happy May Day. Pay that rent.
Yeah.
For rent and student loans right after this, baby. Woo, how exciting.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually got that tomorrow, too.
Who leads the MLB in batting average?
Aaron Judge.
Yeah. Aaron Judge leads the MLB in batting average. He's hitting .427.
Yes, he's unbelievable.
Dude,
he is the best. Let's just settle this right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Today, right? You gun to your head today. The best player in baseball is Aaron Judge, and I do not want to hear otherwise.
No, 100% better than Ohtani.
Yes.
I mean, today, this isn't a hot take. This is just a fact.
Yes.
He's better than Ohtani right now. Hitting .427, leads the MLB in home runs, OPS. Dude, how about his OBP?
It's just
521. Yeah. Nobody, I go on the internet, I watch baseball shows, I listen to the radio. No one's talking about Aaron Judge right now.
Okay, I'm going to throw one more question to you because I saw this one. If Aaron Judge, what's the last, in the last 10 years, who was the highest batting average the last 10 seasons?
Oh, you mean
would it be like Luis Ariz? I know he was up there last year. I think he hit 380 one year. I'm saying if nobody's hit 400 since Ted, right? Not that I can recall.
No one's hit 400 in years. Miguel Cabrera came kind of close
with the Triple Crown year. That was 2011,
I think so.
I believe.
Yeah. So your question is who's the highest single season batting average in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Not like the total batting average for 10 years?
Just a single year. That's what I'm curious.
That's a great question.
If anybody out there has,
I could try to pull it up real quick, but it's a great question.
Here's what I'm going to say. If Aaron Judge somehow, and again, this is a big if on May 1st, we still have 5 months of the season to go. If Aaron Judge somehow hits 400, right, for the entire season, where does that leave him on the all-time ranks? Like all-time hitters ranks? Like top 3?
All right, wait, by the way, I'm sorry. I blacked out because I saw who was the highest recent single-season batting average. DJ LeMahieu in the COVID year. Hit 364.
Does not count. Does not count. That was a 60-game season. Absolutely not.
So Josh Hamilton hit 360 in 2010.
Okay.
Joe Mauer hit 365 in 2009. Chipper at 365 in 2008. Pujols. I mean, these are all pre-2010.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyone have anything post-2010? Not really. In this list of all-time batting average, there's like nothing post-2010 here.
So I'm sorry. Go back to outside of LeMahieu because again, does not count 60-game season. If you recall, you remember who led the league in home runs that year?
2020?
Yes.
Jorge Soler?
Luke Voigt.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Are
did.
you serious?
Luke Voigt was absolutely the home run leader in the American
Oh my
League.
gosh, Mickey Mouse ring Dodgers.
John Voigt.
John Voight's car.
Dude,
it's crazy.
So I'm sorry. What outside LeMay? What was the Hamilton number?
So okay, none of these are after 2010 either. This is the all-time batting average list. So 2010, Josh Hamilton had 359. 2009, Joe Mauer at 365.
So I'm talking 40 points higher than Josh Hamilton's 359 season.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge hits 400, 401, whatever it is. Again, where are we putting design says top 5? And in design, I'm curious who would be in that 5, right? Bonds, Ruth, Mantle, like in that maybe order. I still think Barry Bonds is one of the greatest hitters of all time.
Yeah, I do.
But again,
too.
we're talking like this is not like this guy's wow, what a like perennial MVP. We're talking about you're watching Bonds, Ruth, Mantle. There you go, design. Hey yo.
How about this one? Daniel Murphy in 2016 at 347. Now we're getting into it.
Yeah.
DJ LeMahieu in 2016 at 348. No, you're right. I don't think this is just something I've never considered before. It's crazy how much lower the last 10 years specifically are for batting average. Arias 354 in 2023 might be your answer.
Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of. Yep.
Man, dude, no, this is. It's a good point. It's a good question you brought up.
Just, again,
we have so much time to go. I think that's the thing.
It's again, we'll talk about this at the All-Star break, and who knows. But again, there was obviously holes in Aaron Judge's game at the plate for numerous years, especially being the strikeouts. Eliminating those and keeping the power has just been unbelievable.
And doing it without Juan Soto, too, this year. The people thought that would be a bigger aspect of it. Who leads the MLB in RBIs off the dome?
Lead the league in RBIs. Judge again?
Yes, indeed.
Judge again.
Aaron Judge and Teoscar Hernandez are tied. 32 ribbies for both of them. I mean, it's insane. I mean, Judge, who's getting walked.
Just won a free round at Pop Stroke.
There you go. And who gave it to you? Sunco Sports. Who's leading the MLB in stolen bases?
O'Neal Cruz.
Ellie. You got one. You got the last name right. Ellie with 13.
What's O'Neal Cruz? He's got to be.
I think he might have been second.
Okay.
With 12. How many home runs do Bo Bichette, Alec Boehm, and Nico Horner combine for?
Oh, does Alec Boehm hit one? Alec Boehm, Nico Horner, and who's the
Bo Bichette.
5?
0.
Jesus.
0 home runs for Bo Bichette.
I was 90% sure Boehm had to hit one, but Jesus.
Dude, I mean, Bo Bichette's actually having a decent year in terms of numbers. He's hitting around 300, spraying the ball to all fields. But, like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know? Thought Bo just got one? Double check that.
Oh, come on now. What are you doing?
Double check that, Flanny. I checked that this morning. Bo Bichette had 0, I'm pretty sure. You can double check that for me, Flanny. But Bo Bichette, Alec Boehm, and Nico Horner, all with 0
Mavericks says Bo
home
Bichette
runs.
has zeros.
What is going on? I mean, Boehm is just hitting like trash. I believe in Boehm design. I think by the end of the year he'll have...
You believe in Alec Boehm?
Yeah.
Really?
By the end of the year, he'll somehow hit 280 with 100 RBIs.
What Aiden Miller's doing that Alec Boehm keeps getting run
Watch
out
out.
there.
Watch out. Look, I don't know if I believe in Boehm as the long-term solution, but
No.
you know, he'll hit 280 with like almost 100 RBIs.
No, he
somehow.
will not hit 280. You put a link in on that, Alec Boehm.
With 10 saying, what's up, Connie? What's going on, 10?
Yo, 10, baby. 10, did you check out last night? So I always like to, so last night I fell asleep around 10 o'clock, woke up around 3. Body just can't sleep for more than like 4 or 5 hours. Just the schedule is just totally backwards, if you know what I'm saying. But I got the rundown from Jay last night on who the big winners were. How about Barry Bonds to 5?
Get out of here. Out of what, Chrome?
Yeah.
Damn.
10. Chrome Black, yep.
Let's go,
10.
baby.
Congratulations, my good friend. We are going to be loading up, just a real quick, sorry. We are going to be loading up something massive this morning. I think a little trip to the swamp might be in our future this morning. How about a swamp on a Thursday morning?
There we go, baby. We do have Saffy Drafty in the store right now. And if you want to take down any spot in that break, twist my arm. I'll give you a spin at the old slab or no slab wheel. Just throwing that out there. I'd like to put a wager on Boehm. What do you want the wager to be?
I'd say $5. $5.
Let's do $5 each for average and RBIs.
Sure. I'll take the under on both.
Set an over-under. Set an over-under on the
you
average.
just said 280. There's no chance in hell Alec Boehm hits 280.
Sorry, so we'll say 275 is the over-under.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take
275. What about RBIs?
275.
And then 88.5 RBIs?
No, we're gonna be higher than that. 92.
275 average. All right. 92 RBIs. There we go. Putting that on here. Bang.
Oh, easy company, believe me.
For Bohm.
Josh is not adding 2 zeros to that bet.
No,
I promise you that.
not that bad. I don't believe in Bohm that much.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah,
that much.
yeah.
So 275 and 92 RBIs. I'm going over. I think
Joey
Bohm
Ferg
ends
did
up-
just join the show, by the way.
Joey Ferg,
man, you here?
Where are we at, Joey Ferg? Let me know if you want to spin.
For Bohm, that was for Bohm Mav. Yep.
Mav, just watch. Just watch.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna feel like a dilly pop from Dairy Queen in
Sounds delicious, man.
late September.
All right, pitching.
Yes.
Who leads the MLB in strikeouts so far? This one's surprising. Anyone know this off the dome?
I'll say Tariq Skubal.
It's a good guess. It's Mackenzie Gore.
Oh, I did just look at that the other day. I'm pissed off.
Mackenzie Gore.
I did just look at it. He is nasty.
59 strikeouts.
Dude, he is filthy.
All right, who leads the MLB in ERA, as in the good way?
Max Fried.
No, that's actually a good guess. Give me one more guess. I was surprised when I saw it. Once I saw it.
Yama?
Yes.
Yama.
It was. I knew you could get it. I was like, just think about it, because it was a guy that I wouldn't have said, but once I saw it, I was like, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
dude, it's crazy how great Yoshi's playing right
the
now.
highest paid pitcher in the major leagues?
What?
Yeah, I heard that the other day too. I gotta double check that.
No way.
Yeah, I thought that. I'm 99% sure.
Mavs got him on fantasy. Yeah, Yama was a guy that I was not chasing in fantasy at all this year. I was just a little nervous after last season. How about a 1.06 ERA? Dude, what's more shocking is who's second in the MLB. This is all out of qualified pitchers, of course. How about my guy?
It's technically Ohtani, I should say that.
Tyler Mahle. I can't say his name, but Tyler
Yeah, it's
Mahle.
good call, easy. Yep.
Second with a 1.14 ERA with the Rangers.
That I would not have gotten.
Yeah, no, me neither. All right, how about out of all qualified pitchers, who is the worst ERA? Hint, you mentioned him already today in the show.
Dean Kramer.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dean Kramer,
Yeah,
worst
he's
ERA
just-
in the
that's
MLB.
That's an automatic over. I have an alert for when he starts.
So new Patrick Corbin. Not qualified yet, Maverick. Otherwise, yeah, Charlie Morton I think is over 10 or 11. Dean Kramer has a 7.04 ERA.
Yeah.
What about this? Hardest recorded exit velocity so far on a single hit in the major leagues this year, and it's not O'Neal Cruz. I'll do you the favor there.
Because I was going to say, I
always
saw
O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz hit a foul ball that was 118 off the bat this year in Tampa, and that was unbelievable.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Literally. I thought Lou Brock was coaching first base. Turns out Lou Brock's been dead for a number of years. Tarek Brock was actually coaching first base, almost killed him. But I'm sorry, you said highest off the bat.
Yeah, highest recorded exit velocity.
I will say, I'll say Wyatt Langford.
Oh, good one, dude. We got to talk about Wyatt Langford sometime soon. He's been killing it.
Yes.
It's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., actually.
Yeah, that makes
Shocked to hear that, though. He's 120.4 miles per hour.
Yep.
And then the lowest lowest average exit velocity, Jose Caballero. I wouldn't expect you to get that. It was just a fun one I saw while doing the research. 82.5 miles per hour, Jose Caballero. Just a fun little
A lot of sack bunts for Jose.
off the dome sack punts for Jose. All right, I did want to revisit some of these guys that we've been talking about a lot. Kyren Paris. LOL. So Kyren Paris, I mean, we were like, oh my goodness, this is why you don't throw out your Bowman first.
I mean, hopefully you sold during that.
Oh, yeah, hopefully you sold.
Buy the dip.
Man, he started the season off so well. He is 1 for 20 with 13 strikeouts in those 20 at-bats in his last 7 games.
Yeah.
Stretch this out, bigger sample size, 5 for 44 with 23 strikeouts. No RBIs in 15 games.
Score. Believe me, I was watching yesterday.
Started the year 13 for 31 with 5 home runs. It's the Vince McMahon gif, man. It's the forget it, couldn't get it up. How good was that? How good was Kyren Paris' start to the season in 2025?
Yeah. You don't want to talk about it.
Don't talk about it, man. Don't talk about it. Yeah, it's safe to say it's over for Kyren Paris. That was a Jeremy Lin run, Connie.
Oh, come on. Jeremy, I mean, we're talking like, do I think he's going to, you think that's the Kyren Paris you're going to get the rest of the year, what you just got in the last 45 at-bats?
Pretty much.
Really?
Dude, let's say a guy who's going to hit 211, maybe pinch run and steal a base for you. Like,
no, I'll say Kyren Paris is going to hit 235.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Game
about.
changer.
Yeah. I found the sale. This is one of the worst sales of all time. Look at this. PSA 10 Bowman first Kyren Paris.
Is that a base auto?
Base.
For what, $315? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Somebody check on that guy.
Shout out to Englewood Sports Cards, one of the greatest sales of all time.
That's what we got to start doing, just finding the eBay. And this today brought to you by Talkin Slab Player of the Day. What is his name?
Sale of the day, Englewood Sports Cards.
Englewood Sports Cards. Good job.
Shout out to you.
Good job.
Good job right there. $315
That is nuts.
for a glorified utility pinch runner.
Yeah, that better be Ron Washington buying that card.
Oh my God, man. Go check on that guy. Go check on that guy. What time we got here?
I'm sorry, $315. I don't care if he was, it was 20 for 20 his first 20 at bats. $315. That's insane.
Let's get a slab or no slab giveaway.
That is bad. Yeah, his mom. Yeah, somebody.
On
somebody
a base.
The pair. That is I don't care again. If Kyren Paris was a first ballot All Star, I wouldn't be buying $315 on a Bowman first. That's just. This is what.
Go
I'm not gonna get myself riled up.
All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna get you riled up in a minute.
You're
gonna get riled up by the end of this. I'm telling you.
People idiots that.
Dude, thank you. And you know what? Part of my agenda, I want to take some credit real quick. I want to do a quick victory lap.
Yes.
Part of my agenda, this Nick Kurtz, Tyler Soderstrom agenda, has come to fruition. All right, let's check in on these two lads. Soderstrom, he's still playing very well. No home runs in his last 7 games, but he's hitting the ball well. Let me see. Hitting 304 in this 7-game span. Kurtz, on the other hand, jury's still out. He's 6 for 24 in his young career, 3 RBIs, waiting on that first home run.
Yeah.
Looking at card ladder, looking at sales data from him. His Bowman first PSA 10 auto jumped to $500 when he got called up. In the last couple days, right back to $300, which is respectable. It's good, but it just goes to show you. I remember we came on here and did the buy, sell, or hold thing, and everyone, including us, said, you sell it. Sell it today, buy it back for way cheaper next week.
Again, this is, and again, I want to be clear about because I'm still 100% on.
Me
if
too.
you're telling me Nick Kurtz and Kyren Paris, you're telling me that sold for $315, Nick Kurtz's base sold for $300.
Right.
I am far more confident in being that's a great buy with Nick Kurtz at $300.
100%.
You know what I mean? Jury's still out. Sure. Do I still think the guy has 40 home run potential years in his career? Absolutely.
So it's interesting. So Soderstrom has moved to left field. The fact that I haven't seen anything good or bad about him playing left field is good.
Yeah.
I would say about Soderstrom playing left field. But my agenda has been pushed. Their cards are comping the same. Kurt's still a little bit higher.
Sure.
But we're talking about $20 difference right now between the two instead of $100 difference is what it was about 3 weeks ago between the two. Let me see my numbers I have. As of April 19th, the majority of Bowman first PSA 10 Soderstrom cards are selling for $300 and above. And that's right around where Kurtz is selling. It's right around $320 right now. So let me ask you this. I give you $1,500 of eBay credit, Connie. I'm feeling very nice.
Not cash.
Not cash. It's for eBay credit.
Turn
and I say,
$2,000.
give me a break.
Yeah.
I say, Connie, you got to take those $1,500 and you can only buy 2 cards with it if you want. You can buy as many Nick Kurtz Bowman first PSA 10s and as many Tyler Soderstrom Bowman first PSA 10s.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it rounds out to 5 of those cards.
Sure.
So you get what I'm saying? How many of each player would you buy? Would you go 5 Nick Kurtz, 0 Soderstrom?
I'd probably go 4-1 Kurtz.
Really?
For the simplest fact of chicks take the long ball. The home run is always...
Soderstrom is 9 home runs right now.
Yeah, okay. I'm down the road.
You want to play a 10-year kind of thing?
I want to say we're playing the long ball here, right? Right. We're playing the long ball. We're playing the long game. I would go 4-1. And again, this is no knock on Tyler Soderstrom.
No,
I'm talking
I hear
Nick
you.
Kurtz, I believe, will lead the league in home runs in his career. I'm not sure Tyler Soderstrom ever will. And there's nothing saying that, based on what you've seen so far, saying he couldn't. I'm just saying, again, right now, I think Nick Kurtz, and we also, this is very curious of what are the dimensions in this Vegas ballpark going to look like?
That's a great question.
You know what I mean? Again, is this going to be a hitter-friendly ballpark? Because, again, I think that kind of changes it, too. Dilutes his first. So that's a good point, Jet Game. Believe me, I know.
That's good stuff.
So I'm right now. I'm going to go 4-1. I just think, again, the Kurtz power. I think the power range, if you will, what his ceiling of power is greater than Tyler Soderstrom's. Here's what I will also say: What do you think if Kags is called up this year and Kurtz is called up this year? Who has the higher selling debut patch? And if anybody chat you, I mean, show your work. If anybody would like to put a guess number on it.
So you're saying if Kags is called up.
Kags, which I do believe he will be, eventually.
Well, obviously, he won't have a debut patch if he doesn't called up, so that's stupid. Dude,
But again, for him to be put an update, I think he needs to be called up for June 1st.
All right, here's and it's unfortunate. I don't think I can answer this because I lean Kags based on the fact that he hasn't been called up. And what I mean by that is we see this happen in the hobby is when you get called up, your comps, your numbers almost go down after that first
Florida
week.
Gator alumni will win that one.
That's true. Duval Devil actually might be right about that. But real quick, let me and I do want to come back to that. But let me answer your question with like another question almost.
Yes.
Cam Smith, another name I have on this list right now.
Yes.
Okay. The day he got called up, I'm looking at his sales. From March 25th to April 2nd. So that was the week he got called up in the first week of the MLB season. He had 7 sales. The average of those 7 sales were $468. Okay.
This is base.
Same card, Bowman First PSA 10. That's my it's easy to sort that card online. The last 7 or so, his last 2 sales of his card have been $325. Average is right around $325, $350.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, your cards lose value when you get called up almost. You know what I mean? So I think Nick Kurtz right now.
Well, hold on. That's a very fickle standpoint because you talk to me, Paul Skeens.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those cards shot through the roof when he was called up. They kept
look at Nick Kurtz.
It depends on performance.
100%. That's why I'm saying I can't answer the Caglione question at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because Nick Kurtz, look at Cam Smith, the guy who, I got stats right here. 205, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, a stolen base. Dude is grinding.
Yeah.
I think if you have Cam Smith cards right now, you should be extremely happy.
Yeah.
Because it's not sexy. Guy is grinding. I listen to a lot of BS baseball podcasts. The Astros love this guy.
Yeah.
They are asking him to learn how to play center field.
Like yeah.
Better like him. You know what I mean? So I think long term, Cam Smith is going to be awesome. But I'm looking at the market right now. His cards are going down. And it's just, I think it's going to be the debut patch is going to come down to that.
Yeah.
Does Kags come up and hit 5 home runs in his first 10 games?
Yeah.
Or does he pull a Nick Kurtz? Which I'm with you, man. I'm all in on Nick Kurtz. But I do think this is why you start getting angry. You start. This is the same reason you see a Kyren Paris card sell for $315.
I mean, that's just so
it's
bad.
It's ridiculous, man.
It's so bad because, again, that for the rest of us who are out here doing God's honest work, completely skews the comp value of like 90% of the time what you do is your 3 last average sales, right?
Yeah.
So again, that inflates that number by 10-15% of the other 2 comps, whatever they were. But yeah, that's just poor judgment.
Jay came with a great take. And this is what pissed me off when I was breaking and I couldn't sell a spot in 8 hours. One day, Connie, we'll look back at the 2024 A's at Topps Chrome for a sweet $43 for jumbo cases, an all-time steal.
Yeah.
I tried to tell you 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay Kane, for being one of the few who listened.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Really gets me going. But there you go. There's the Cam Smith.
Jay Kane was sharp.
Jay Kane was a sharp. Larry Butler. But for the back to the Kurt Soderstrom argument, I would go 3-2 with my divvy up. Okay. I would go 3 Soderstrom, 2 Nick Kurtz. I love Tyler Soderstrom, man. I really do. Jay Kane might be right about the rookie card oversaturation. I kind of didn't take that into account.
That is a good point.
And I think they're both pure hitters, but I got Soderstrom on fantasy, so I just try to watch as many Soderstrom at bats. He always teases me. He hits a lot of warning track fly balls as well, which just tells me he's just got a sweet swing. He's got good exit velo, 30th in terms of average exit velo. I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me. I just looked it up real quick. All right, one guy I wanted to show real quick. I'll save Spencer Torkelson and Ben Rice for another day. Evan Carter, man, where are you at in terms of panic, in terms of worry? Right now in the minors, this is as of last night, he's hitting .235, 2 home runs. He has 6 stolen bases.
Yeah.
Interesting to note, he had 5 stolen bases in his whole MLB career.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make up for it with his speed. Out of his 15 hits, though, 6 of them are extra base hits so far in the minor leagues. So, there's something good going on. But Evan Carter is just...
he's more of a project than I think people expected. Again, there's flash in the pan, like weeks and stuff. I remember, when he came up, was it 2 years ago he came up, right at the end of the year? And they were like, dude, this guy's going to be like the next big thing in Texas.
He helped that team win a World Series. They might not win a World Series without Evan Carter.
That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
So again, it's just like I think baseball is to me the most difficult sport on the planet. You know what I mean? Especially hitting a baseball. So again, I think there are concerns. You know what I mean? He had troubles with strikeouts too and different things like that. But I think at the end of the day, the guy's a professional player, whether he's not Wyatt by any stretch. You know what I mean? I know that a lot of people compare those two. But yeah, again, I just think he's a guy that needs some more time. Again, it just over the year, I think he's back up probably in the next, 2 months? Month or two? You don't think so?
See, that's why I get nervous, man. Like he needs to put up numbers, especially that Rangers aren't hitting that well right now as a team. But you're not going to send down Marcus Semien, right? No. I know Marcus Semien's hitting like $150 right now.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You got Leody Terra.
I always have this thing too, like where guys kind of get baseball's a sport where you get grandfathered in, right? Like you're a everyday starter for a better half of a decade. You can hit 110, nobody says boo. Like that to me is kind of crazy.
And it's funny you bring that up. I got Matt McClain right now in fantasy baseball.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at what point is he just bad? He's hitting like 160.
That's what I'm saying.
And McClain had one really good year. Missed all of last year with injury. Now he's hitting 160.
When is it not panic time, but be like, hey, listen, we can't start you every day. You're not helping the ball club win.
I'm with you, man. Like Jock Peterson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like again, I know these guys want to play the game they love. I respect that, and you play till you can't anymore. But sometimes the game tells you.
I know. You know what I mean? Dude, we're running low on time today. Been jam-packed, fun. We went on some tangents today. Had a long ad. Got to talk about Jesus Mate. Before we're out of here. Excuse me. We got less than a week away from Bowman flagship coming out. May 7th. The name that everyone's going to have. Real quick, I'm playing this clip for two different reasons. One, Jesus Mate, look at that stat line. All right. Yeah. Two, check out this camera work by the Carolina Mudcats. Did you see this?
No. Oh.
What is that?
Ed was dozing off on the camera.
They didn't show a replay.
That was crazy. That looked like an amateur golf event. Somebody teed up.
What is that?
That is crazy.
Come on now.
Did that ball go out?
Yeah, went over the scoreboard.
Oh, I thought that was a line drive to left field.
Who would have known where that ball went based on that?
That's crazy.
And then this was, I think a better. This was Mane yesterday. Dude, this guy is scorching right now. Remember the name. This was a walk-off, quote-unquote, single. This also, I think, goes off like the scoreboard out there on left center field. Yeah. This dude is just hitting tank after tank at 17 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. He's hitting 329 with 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, 8 stolen bases, a 949 OPS. Is he going to be the number one, Chase?
Yes, has to be. It won't be. Again, you can say Charlie Condon, you can say Weatherholt. To me, the things that always benefit you is youth, and it doesn't matter, like, again, how many years it is. You're 6 months younger. That's always gonna play for people. Yeah, remember his name. That's right.
It's a hard name to forget. Duval Devil.
Again, that team with him and Jackson Cheerio.
And Connie, it brings me to my point.
Those Brewers, man.
You need to give an award to the Brewers scouting department.
Yes.
I mean, to get Jackson Chorio.
Go through their directory.
I got to shout out a couple names here. Zorian Schiffman, the coordinator of international scouting. James Armstrong, the vice president of domestic and international scouting. But one man deserves all the credit in the entire world. Here we go. We got to shout out Luis Perez. 8 years, 8th year over there with the Milwaukee Brewers as the director of international player evaluation. Luis Perez.
We got to clip this and send this to the Brewers.
I mean,
Luis Perez, I guarantee. I guarantee that guy's just going about his day right now. Dude, he's no idea he's being talked about on the biggest morning show on Fanatics Live.
Jackson Chorio, who, listen, I'm not putting this guy in the Hall of Fame, but we've already done this song and dance of Jesus Mate. His name is Jackson Chorio. Look at how he's playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that you went and got this guy Jesus Mate in your organization, it's probably going to be, realistically, 3 years before we see Mate in the MLB, probably? Probably, yeah. Single A, 17 years old. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you have a guy who is probably on pace to be a rookie at 20 years old.
Yeah.
Hello, exact thing that happened with Jack Chorio.
Yep.
Jack Chorio, Venezuelan, Made, Dominican. So,
Yep.
the whole international, it's not even just one country where they got a guy, The whole Brewers international scouting department picking guys at 17 years old and bringing them over is nuts, dude. Shout out to Luis Perez. If I am working for the Marlins, the White Sox, the Rockies, I'm saying, all right, we can either sign like a mediocre corner infielder, or we can go shell out the big bucks to get Luis Perez.
Yes.
It's like he's Moneyball.
Yes,
It's,
yeah, exactly.
What's his name? Paul DiPodesta. I forget what his name was in Moneyball. Dude, what's his name in Moneyball? It's killing me now. His real name is Paul DiPodesta, Jonah Hill's character. Brand?
Yeah, Peter Brandt.
Peter Brand. That's what you're doing. You're going to the office.
Yeah.
Back your bags, Luis.
Yeah.
I just bought you from the Brewers. It's
And make sure you start
first
your
move.
vocal. I like Jay Kane. No, come on, Jay. What is that? Jay Host. That's what we call him.
Joe Snixon Garcia. Bang. Got it. Joe Snixon Garcia. Has to be.
For the Red Sox.
There you go, Jay Kane. I will start my vocal warm-ups. Shout out to Luis Perez. By the way, while I was doing this deep dive, Pete Orr is a scout for the Brewers.
Who?
Pete Orr.
Who's that?
Dude, utility player for every team during the early 2000s.
No.
You don't remember Pete Orr?
No.
Oh, come on. Someone knows Pete Orr.
Yeah.
Someone knows Pete Orr. Pete Orr is the Braves with the Phillies. He was just like this, does his name Paulianis mean anything to you?
No.
See, I'm just rattling off last guy on your bench.
Yeah.
No way. Hat tipper wins another slab or no slab giveaway. Connie, dude, we had a fun show today. We didn't get to half of the things I wanted to talk about. It's better that way, man. It's better that way some days. When we just get carried away. All right. No, I was trying to pull the slab or no slab giveaway, and I brought up the Kyren.
Oh, we do
Paris.
need to spin Fergs, too.
Yeah, let's do hat tipper first, and then we're going to give Joey Ferg. Real quick. Anyone, stop me. If you take down a spot.
Go. Hop in that Safi Drafty. That's 2 boxes of Hobby Jumbo and a box of Draft Sapphire. Chat, you got Christian Moore still alive. You still got I see Bass still alive. Yeah, Travis Bazzana's still alive. You can get a spin on the wheel.
Let's do it. I forget what the first one was, so I'm just going with all 50. I was 11. Good luck, hat tipper. I tip my hat to you. Come on. Give it to me, hat.
Tibbs and the Giants right there, $84.
6. Dude, 6 every time. 6
Connor
every
Griffin
time.
and the Pirates.
Paul Skeens, baby.
Look at that. Right on cue. Paul Skeens. Connor Griffin and the Pirates still alive.
Bang. Paul Skeens, the
Carson
hat
Benj
tipper.
with the Mets still alive, chat. Bryce Rayner. Hagen at 152. Give me a little Hagen Smith love. Beamont at 146.
Did you say Chase Burns already?
I did say Chase Burns, yes. 137 for the Reds.
Love Chase Burns.
Yeah, he got moved up already, too.
Did he move up twice yet or just once?
I believe once.
And he already is dominating.
Yeah. No, the MLB draft. Nice.
All right, there you go, hat tipper. I tip my hat to you. Oh, I got a post-it note on my bottom of my shoe. And let's get this for Joey Ferg. Come on now, Ferguson. Ferg gets the benefit of the doubt. Bad reception mojo. He's probably cutting in and out and hurt. Break, spot, spin. He's like, all right, Astros it is. All right, let's go. Joey Ferg, spot 13. What is spot 13? Oh, yeah, Tom Glavine patch to 400. It's just fun stuff on the wheel. Even if it doesn't comp the most, I try to make it fun. 36. What's 36? What a gunner. Dude, love that. Dude, that's worth $13 right there, probably.
Yeah.
Gunnar Henderson, rookie card?
The logo fracture, for sure.
All right. Hang on real quick.
What is spot 13?
Spot 13. What did I get right there? Oh, 36, my bad. Spot 13 says Glavine patch.
Oh, that's what Miami Vice wants.
Let's see. All right, no one taking it down?
Dude, nobody? Let's go, baby.
I was like, yeah, it's about for $33 on there. Here we go, Gunner on the logo fracture.
Oh, last question we have before, because I know you're going to have a show tomorrow, but I'm not going to be on it. Chat, let's go here. One name for the Kentucky Derby. Derby on Saturday night there, Mr.
God,
Josh.
I forgot about that.
Derby. Anybody picks for the Derby?
Because I was driving home yesterday and I heard it on whatever I was listening to. The Derby was this weekend, and I go, that's a Connie segment, not a Tim segment. No disrespect to Tim.
No.
But I knew that was a you and me thing.
Yeah.
And I blew it. I totally forgot.
Oh, we got a spin. We're on the Mariners.
Let's go. We're not
Ryan
done
Sloan,
yet.
who a kid that had an unbelievable start to his early spring. I see Slab X in there. Uh-oh, Slabby, baby. Slab, if you take down a spot in the draft, Safi, spin on the wheel.
Come on now. Foch, let's run it. Foch, ready for this? Let's do it.
Wait, did
Let's
you
see
spin
it.
Ferg's? Oh, Ferg did get it.
Ferg got the Gunner logo fractor.
Ferg, you got a logo fractor for that spin.
And Foch. Let's do it, Foch. Good luck, sir. Come on, Foch. Give it to me. On the M's.
Ooh,
29. I felt good about that slow turn. Yo, that's a good one, though.
Yeah, we take that.
When I put this on the wheel, I remember looking it up. So
Put $8 on Flying Mohawk. I love that name.
that is a good name. Flying Mohawk?
Flying Mohawk. And
Do you have it pulled up?
later.
Do you have it pulled up?
I do. I just got the brochure from my one buddy's dad. Is a
Sharp. So, Foch,
I don't know if he's a sharp. He likes to gamble the ponies. Is all.
not a sharp.
I mean, this is like. All right, Kentucky Derby here. Citizen Bull, Neo, Final Gambit, Rodriguez,
Final Gambit.
American Promise.
Oh, dude, wait. No. Too similar to American Pharaoh. That can't win. That's a copycat.
Luxor Cafe, Admire Daytona. I like that name. Journalism. There you go.
Terrible.
Big J.
Last
Big
place.
J.
Journalism down the stretch. Journalism. And it's journalism.
Burnham Square, Grande, Flying Mohawk.
All right, wait. What I like to do it is Slab, take it down the Reds. Let's go, Slab.
Let's go.
All right, wait. What I like to do is trying to say the names as the winner, and whatever one sounds the best, and whatever one I can hear them say is who I bet on.
All right, so you do it, and I'll just be.
All right. What are the names? What are the names?
All right, I'll pick out 2 of the 3 of the best ones.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Burnham Square, Grande,
I got you.
Flying Mohawk has to be on one of them.
All right, I'm writing them down.
What is publisher? Publisher and journalism. What's going on here?
I kind of don't hate publisher. All right, I'm gonna write down publisher.
Oh, I like this one. Tistastic.
I'll write it down, but I don't know if.
Render Judgment.
Okay.
Coal Battle. Ooh, this is the one my friends are on. Sandman.
Now that seems like someone that's gonna take sharp money and then.
Yeah, Sovereignty, Chunk of Gold, and.
What was the Gambit one?
Come on.
This is what you come here for.
Final Gambit.
I like Final Gambit, man. All right.
Owen Almighty and Beza.
All right, here we go. 125 or 50. Let's go Slab X first. Let's see what Slab X is taking down. Any spot you buy in the Safi break will win you a wheel spin. Let's see what Slab X takes. All right, come on, Slab. Let's start our day off with house money. Come on, Slab. 38. What's 38? Chase Davis, Bowman Glass.
Ooh.
Haven't heard his name in a while.
Chase
Davis.
Davis, the 21st overall pick last year.
Let's see, Chase Davis on the Bowman Glass. Anytime I get Bowman Glass, it's a beautiful set. All right, here you go. Real quick, Slab. Appreciate it, Slab. Take it on those red legs. All righty, Bowman Glass, Chase Davis. Bing bong.
Nice take, Chase. Nice take, Slab. Done 22 spots in that one, chat.
All right.
All right, so pick one name, and I'm going to give you the winning jockey ride here.
All right.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
All right, what do we got here? Which one are we thinking?
Go with Final Gambit, then.
All right. I'm like a Final Gambit.
Ready? Here we go, final turn.
All right. Here they come down the stretch. Flying Gambit making a move off the outside. Flying Gambit with the stretch. Arm stretch. Here it comes. Flying Gambit. He's going to dig it. And Flying Gambit takes it in the winner's circle by a hair. It's Flying Gambit, the winner of this year's Kentucky Derby.
Bang.
That was all right. I don't know if Flying Gambit does it the best.
I'm not doing that again.
No, I'm not asking you to do it again. I'll ask Tim to do it tomorrow. All right, we'll do it again with Tim.
Oh, man.
Connie, that was good. That was good.
Oh, baby. That's what I love to do it for.
Oh, my goodness. Well, come on. If that doesn't get one more spot off the board, I don't know what that is.
One more spot off the board.
Connie's going to black out here, and maybe so will I. The H-Man just popped in. Oh, my goodness. Woo. You all right? You take the
That was a lot of fun.
That was good. That was impressive. Come on now. You were pretty good at making that.
Come on now. It's the Kramer episode when he's doing it in... Oh, my God, man. H-Man.
All right, real quick. Anyone who takes a spot down in the break will get a wheel spin.
Break real quick.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Where are we at? Ooh, big lights are on. Pressure's on. Where'd it go?
No, it's lower.
Lower. Safi drafty?
In the Safi drafty.
Yeah, here we go. My bad. That's on me.
This is all you, H-Man. Sapphire box, 2 Bowman draft.
I don't know what those are. All right, there we go. Safi drafty. If anyone wants to take one down before...
You get a spin on the wheel.
So spin. You're going to hop in. You might as well do
Bazana's
it
still
now.
alive. Cam Smith's still alive. Hagen's still alive. Christian Moore's still alive. Connor Griffin's still alive. Seaver King's still alive.
What's going on, Godzilla?
What's Zilla? What up, Zilla?
Let's see. Tough one for Godzilla last night. But, I guess that's going to be it. Yes, there we go, Harrington.
H-Man.
Harrington taking down those Padres. Thank you, Harrington. Let's get a spin of the wheel. All right, anyone in Safi Drafty, you take down a spot. We spin the wheel. All right, let's see it. The longest direct train service.
What's the deal with Bob Sauce and trains?
I'm 50-50 on it.
Okay.
To be honest with you. Randomized, wrong one. Sometimes I think it's funny. Other times I'm like, all right, Bob. Enough, you know? I like that one, though, Bob. All right, let's see it. H-Man, let's go. Let's hit a slab for H-Man. We haven't hit a slab for H-Man yet.
Oh, this is the day, baby.
Come on. I wanna practice some Kentucky Derby voice stuff. You know what I mean? You got me going now. I'm not even joking. That is how I pick my winner every year. Good luck, H-Man. 125 or 50. I believe this is your first slab or no slab. Go on, H-Man.
H-Man.
Christian the wheel. And I do never hit. You're right, slab. 48. What do we got for 48? Yo, Paul Skeens rookie card.
Damn.
Another Paul Skeens.
Of course.
H-Man takes down the Pirates as well.
Let's go.
Let's see if... Hang on. Let me get that Skeens card. All right, I got that Skeens card for you, H-Man, and then let me run this back, and I'll show you both. Wait a second here. Take the wrong one? I have too many Skeens. I don't even know what to do with this.
Too many Skeens.
What do I do with this? All right, Skeens Bowman first. I think that's even better, actually.
Is Skeens Bowman first in there?
Base Skeens Bowman first.
That's
Don't tell management, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell management.
Yeah.
All right, run it back, Harrington. Let's see.
That's crazy. That's in there. Bowman first, Paul Skeens. Winner
see
is 12.
Going to be a Kyrie Irving white sparkle. White sparkles, man.
I'll take Paul Skeens.
All right, hang on.
I think we're down to 20 there, Chad. We're going to get right into that.
All right, I made an error. It wasn't Paul Skeens' rookie card. But there is a Paul Skeens Bowman first in there that I didn't realize. And, all right. Here you go, H-Man. False alarm. There's a Paul Skeens Bowman first on there. I didn't even realize. Skeens,
We take that.
Rookie card. That certainly works. And then a Kyrie Irving white sparkle, if you're into that sort of thing. All right. We can keep it rolling if you want.
Chat, last call. If anybody takes a team in the Safi Drafty. Is it 2.0 or is it just regular?
It's 5.0, I think.
Is it 5.0? It is 5.0. Anybody takes a team, get one more spin on the wheel. 3, 2.
All right.
Chat.
That's going to do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it. Good stuff, Connie. We got Tiny Tim making his slab debut tomorrow.
We just
a little swamp getting loaded up soon?
Yeah, I think we're going to get a little swamp.
Stick around.
A little swamp in the store.
Little swamp in the store. Yesterday was awesome with Chrome Black. Appreciate you guys as always. But that's going to do it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9:30. But you got Connie all day. Who's with you today? Loden?
Me and Lo.
Let's go, baby.
And
Connie and Loden today. All day. Man, Chrome Black was awesome. Let's run it back. Little Swamp King there. Have a fantastic Thursday. It's almost the weekend. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. Back to business. Enough nonsense. Get out of here with your horse talk and all that. Although, I'm picking a winner tomorrow, Connie.
All right.
Picking a winner. Yeah, I'll let you know. Thank you, guys. Give me a winner tomorrow, by the way. Someone give me a winner. Someone who knows more than I do about horses tomorrow. Give me a Kentucky Derby winner. But with that, I bid you adieu. Have a lovely Thursday. Let's get to breaking right here at Sunco Sports. Adios.